Alright, well in this video we are going to be working on my Honda Grom again. This time we're going to be changing out the back sprocket and the front sprocket. In the last video I changed out the dampener set on the rear tire because it was making a god-awful noise, which I thought. As soon as I put it in, put the bike back together after that last video, I rode down the street, came back, didn't make the noise, perfectly fine, so on and so forth. Next day when I got up to go to work, noise came right back. No idea what it was. Only thing I can think of is the sprockets. Something, maybe one of them's messed up somewhere along the way. I don't know. They look fine, but I'm pretty sure they're the bone stock sprockets from 2019, and I got like 8,600 miles on the bike. So I'm sure they need to be replaced anyway. So that's what we're doing in this video, and I kind of got ahead of myself a little bit. Already took back tire off, and yeah, kind of got ahead of myself. I wasn't planning on changing the sprockets, so I took it all apart just to look at it to see if I could see something, and if there was something weird that I could see, I wasn't going to change them. But then I was like, you know what, screw it. They're already apart. Everything's done. It's time to change the sprockets. Because I have no fucking idea what the noise is. And it is driving me insane. But pretty much you saw in the last videos how to take the rear tire off. That's kind of obvious. Pull out the axle, take the brake off, take the chain off. And this just sits down on there. You just pop it right off. And you break these 4 bolts off right here for the back one. We'll get to the front one in a minute. Break these 4 bolts off and take it off. So I'll get right back to you when I get that off. Alright, well, getting it loose was kind of a pain. So I had to lock it in a vise and break them all loose. But there, she's all loose. The old one, she's very dirty. So that one, that off to the side, and here's a nice shiny new one. And now we just get to bolt down. I gotta put back in the vise, bolt it all down. And then we work on the front one. So I'll get, as soon as I get all this tightened, and as soon as I get it tightened, I'll go down and show y'all the front one in just a second. Which is hard to see right a second, but so I get the flashlight to work. There it goes. Here's the front sprocket. You could, it'd be easier if you take off the rear set, but I mean, I kind of have it right strapped to the ceiling right here. So I just made do, but this little cover sits on it just like that. Just unbolt it and you'll get right to it, which I mean, you can see just by that, that's just dirty and built up and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna clean this off, clean all that as much as I can, clean a lot of it off. But you pretty much just, one thing that I didn't realize at first was gotta be in gear. So I just had it in neutral, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. So I was like, what do I gotta do? And I was like, oh, let me try to put it in gear. So I put it in gear, and she broke right loose. So I'll get right back. Let me get all that off, and then I'll get right back to you. Alright, well, the new one's in, and there's a little clip right here that has grooves in it, and these have grooves right here. So pretty much, yeah, line the grooves up, and you're good. Where's the 2 bolts at? Here they are. See if I can do this with one hand right a second. Just one. And these two knobs, you gotta tighten them down. I clean it up, and it looks, it ain't the best, but I just wiped everything that was around right here. I wiped down, and I wiped down this right here. But so let me bolt all this down, get the chain back on it, and then we'll work our way to the back of the bike. So give me just 1 second. All right, well, tires on, chains on. It needs to be tightened again. But man, this is the damn brake aggravating as hell. Because you gotta get into that little nook right down there. And if you lift it up, it pop out. You go too far down, it won't go in. It's just, from my experience, very, very fucking irritating. Just very irritating. But I got it. So now I'm going to tighten the axle, put the cover back on for the front sprocket, tighten the chain back up because she's very, very loose, and hopefully that fixes whatever issue I'm having with it. Now, I don't even know what the issue is really. Hopefully it fixes. Hopefully the noise that it keeps making is gone. So that's pretty much it for this video. Until, I don't even know, next is probably going to be brakes. Yeah, next probably be brakes. I don't know when I'm going to do that yet. Just trying to figure out what this noise is and keep fixing and buying more parts till I get rid of it, till the noise stops, pretty much. Alright, well that's all for this video. Catch you on the next one.